Hello, hello. So I'll be able to talk, y'all can hear me, but that's not going through the beat.
Live from Funkadelic Studio, which is an easier word than Rothstein, so I'm in New York City at the professional studio, as you can tell by the drums sitting behind me and the guest sitting next to me. Breaking the all-time record for being a guest on this show, the leader, the head, the mayor of Country City, it is Catherine Lewis. Hello, Kat. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Sitting with me also in the other room playing with all these knobs and dials and plugs. Oh my, it is of course Jade Zabrick. Hello,
Woo!
Jade. I got the double thumbs up.
Jade.
I am doing something right today. And we have these three little cameras pointing at us that are giving us a big picture, which somehow don't look like cameras. But okay, I know I got a light to look at, so I'll keep doing that. I was looking forward to like this big giant camera you see like on television, like an old TV, that if it fell on you, it can kill you. Instead, I got something that looks like a cigarette lighter. Seems pretty efficient.
Like a lighter?
That's cool. Oh, it's small. It's small. Well, yeah, if you take the camera off the
They're
thing and put it in
cute.
your pocket, they're cute. Yes, they are.
They kind of look like
I
little
may just take one
faces.
home and tripod and all. Yeah. So anyway, Kat, how are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm really happy to be here. I'm happy to be the most frequent guest on this show. I wanted to invite Mama J so that she could, keep tied with me.
Mama J is a Thompson chemist at 132
Yeah.
Thompson Street selling her Mama J CBD line.
That's
all
right.
Kinds of stuff, bombs and roll-ons and pills. Oh my.
And we will be there tomorrow. Will you be there?
I will be there tomorrow because I get to sit at that table, as I call my private, my booth. Mm-hmm. And I will get to watch as the Thompson Street Medicine Show goes on.
Yeah.
As Sheriff Bob Seidenberg keeps order. The mayor of Country City becomes Deputy Cat tomorrow. She wears many hats and carries many, big resume of jobs. And all the gang will be there. We don't know if it'll be 4 people, 8 people. We may make a baker's dozen out of the band, but a lot of people will be there playing their songs.
Tomorrow, actually, we're going to have Zach Williams on bass. I'm not sure if he's ever been, maybe he's been to the Medicine Show once. But Brendan can't make it, and so Zach Williams is going to be playing bass. That'll be fun. And then Sam Barnes is going to be playing fiddle.
And while I'm here doing this, not looking at the camera,
Yeah.
I am sharing this everywhere.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
Did you watch the Care Bears ever?
No.
Oh, did you watch the Care Bears? Yeah. The Care Bears was a great show. Yeah.
Tell us about you, Kat. What have you been up to these days? You
Well,
were playing at Little Island last I saw.
That's right. That was the last time I saw you, I think.
That's a cool place.
That was a fantastic show. It was like, it was one of those, I applied for it a year ago or something like that. And then it was a long road to get there with lots of detours and hiccups and roadblocks and all kinds of things. But on the day, it actually worked out great. It was a beautiful venue, beautiful space.
You were playing on the downstairs stage.
That's right, the amphitheater, as they call it, even though it's really
a bowl.
theater.
This picture, if you've seen the old picture of the Hollywood Bowl, it's a bowl.
It's a bowl,
And that holds, if you filled it up, that can hold quite a few hundred.
Quite a few hundred, yeah. It's a great space, and people could see it all the way from the other side of the island
Jersey,
where they were. Well,
the
from Jersey
backdrop is
too.
the water. There's Jersey with a good telescope. You're watching the band for free.
Yeah.
And they have excellent sound.
Excellent sound, amazing staff, just really great, like the best place in New York right now.
So that's your band, Country City.
Country
am I right?
City, that's right.
Tell us about Country City.
Country City. Well, Country City has had a few different incarnations. It started out as a band that was a way for me to play my songs that I'd written and develop the material with some other musicians, which I really like to do. I like to work with other musicians to develop material because other people have ideas that I wouldn't necessarily think of, and sometimes they're really cool. So I like to collaborate. And but I also like to write songs, so I bring songs to the group that I'm playing with. So that was Country City at the beginning, and now it's still a way for me to play songs that I've written, but it's sort of evolved and developed into this thing with a few different lead singers.
I saw that, but essentially Country City is your band.
Yes.
Okay.
Which means that I carry the equipment. I carry the heavy equipment. I schlep.
You do all the paperwork.
I schlep. I write
You
the
gotta buy
applications.
lunch.
That's right. That's right.
What a job.
But it's great. I mean, being in a band is like, one of the coolest things. Like, I mean, not cool, but it's like, it's a really great artistic practice. It's not only can I have my practice on my own where I can sing and play and write, but then I can work with other people and develop things in ways that I wouldn't on my own. And that's really special.
That is. It's something. Yeah, it's something to do. It takes a lot to do that. Stand
Something
in front of
to
people
do.
And it is. It takes a lot to stand in front of people and let yourself be seen like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it does. I've the first performance I remember, I was really little, and we did this musical play of like Johnny Brown, Lay Your Comfort Down or something. I don't know. I just remember like being on stage and being a little kid and really loving it. It was really fun. So I guess, sometimes I'm really shy and sometimes I think I'm an introvert, but then when I actually have a performance to give, I'm really happy to give it and share it.
Turn it on. That's good. It's good to be able to do that. Now, before we start progressing with Kat's music, let us remind you that you can also find Jade's music at thetrainwalkers.com. Also, you can go to our website, Skies Crescent Radio. But for now, you can go to Catherine Lewis on Facebook, and if you want to ask her any questions, and she'll tell you no lies, we'll read the question out loud here, and then we will answer it as best we can.
Good.
You can answer a question?
That sounds, yeah.
Let's
sure,
see. Hopefully
totally.
we get it. Let's see. So far,
I thought that I was going to ask people questions and they were going to give me answers. I
well,
didn't realize
listen.
it was this way
If he's
around.
listening, Vern hit the heart button. So if he's listening, he may have a question.
Vern might have a question about the equipment for Live Music Mondays later on today. Live Music Mondays is happening tonight from 7 to 9 p.m.
That's right. At the Bean,
At the Bean.
54 2nd Avenue.
That's right.
Corner of 3rd Street. Yes, Vern, if you're listening, don't worry about the show and what we're doing here. Ask any question you want. The mic stand, the thing you had to raise up and put the mic and talk about that. We're easy. Kat, what do you got for us today?
Well, let's see. I thought I would start out by playing the song that I rarely play, but I've been working with Vern on developing some of my songs in a way that's not really country, and that's really fun for me because so many of the songs I've written are written for a country kind of concept. So it's fun to take those and put them in a different context musically and see what happens. So this is one of those songs
Which
that
one
we
you
just
got?
started working on. And this is called Beam Me Up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty, I wanna fall in love. Beam me up, Scotty, I wanna fall in love. On a planet in outer space, maybe my love will find someplace where it won't to wait. Beam me up, Scotty, I wanna fall in love. Beam me up, Scotty, I wanna fall in love. In a distant galaxy, I know he's waiting for me. Come on, Scotty, won't you set me free? Make me up, Scotty, I wanna fall in love.
That was Beam Me Up, Scotty. Catherine Lewis singing. Did you know, in the world of Star Trek, Captain Kirk never said that?
That's what you told me.
He never did. The same way in old Hollywood, James Cagney never said, "You dirty rat." Cary Grant never said, "Judy, Judy, Judy." Like a lot of actors never really said the lines they're known for.
That's bizarre.
And he said, "Scotty, beam me up," but he's never said, "Beam me up, Scotty." Beam us up, get us out. He said many sort ofs, but never, And Captain Kirk has never said that. But it sounds better than Scotty, beam me up.
Yeah.
I think so.
Scotty, beam me up. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
beam me up,
I'm
Scotty.
Good. I'm good with beam me up,
Yeah.
Scotty. At least for the song,
Yeah. I always thought so. He did say phases on stun a million times.
He said what?
Phases on stun.
Phasers on stun. Maybe
Yeah.
we should add that.
You can make a song around that.
Like a background vocal.
About shooting the hecklers in your
Phasers on
audience.
stun.
Yeah, shooting.
In like 10-part harmony.
So you're coming out of, like everyone else, we're coming out of COVID, which everyone seems to be talking about.
Well, I don't know. Coming out of COVID?
Well,
I'm not
people are
sure.
getting out of the house. They're starting to go back to work. They're starting to stretch their legs. How has that been for you?
Well, it's been great in that we're able to have live music Mondays and the Thompson Street Medicine Show in person. Those are two regular shows. They happen every Monday and then every second, fourth, and fifth Tuesday. So those are shows that are ongoing. And so it's been great to have those in person again. We had them online for a year or so.
You did.
So they've been going on and on, but it's great to be in person again. I mean, it's not just, there's like, we get to play together. That's that. And then we also get to play for people in real space, in real time, get to talk to them before and after the show. It's a whole different experience. So that's been really, really wonderful. I'm not sure what's going to happen next week when they impose the new mandate where proof of vaccination is required to go inside for live performance events.
I may become your cameraman if I'm right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't
may
know
be
what's gonna
broadcasting
happen.
for you. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. You're going to see a lot of people not being able to go places. But then Israel did that initially. They made that statement of be prepared to be left behind.
Be prepared to be left behind.
Which is
What a
if
statement.
It's true.
Jeez.
If you don't want to get vaccinated, when things open up, you will not be allowed in to go to restaurants, theaters, so like you're hearing it here.
Yeah.
And you will be left behind. Doesn't mean you have to leave the country. It just means understand what it will entail if you are not vaccinated. And that's
Right.
somehow now going to, I'm not sure exactly how they're going to implement it hear exactly because it'll be work in progress. But yeah, that could happen.
It'll probably be random checks or something. But but the thing that's a little confusing is that they're doing this to incentivize people getting the vaccine. Yeah. However, they're, like I was saying before, and someone please contradict me if this is incorrect, but I haven't read that the vaccine makes you less likely to get COVID. It just makes you less likely to get really sick from COVID.
That's right. It's like a flu shot. You're not likely to. You can still get the flu, but you know, hopefully, it works out.
So really, it's like we really need to get this under control before the Delta variant becomes, or the Lambda, whichever one is up now, becomes something that's worse.
I'm saving my illnesses for the next thing that comes up.
Okay.
I don't know what exactly. Maybe it'll be a little more exciting. Maybe I don't have to sit home alone for a couple of weeks. I can sit there and dance in the street that I'm sick as a dog. But either way, all I know is I spent COVID holding my breath for 8 hours a day while I went out and did what I had to do. But now as the new mandates come in and people won't be allowed to go in, we'll be hearing those old videos of, I have a health condition. It's my right not to wear a mask. I don't have to. Well, certainly it's not your lungs and your mouth that's infected and you can't use it. So what's the problem? Oh, man. Well, you didn't let COVID stop you. Jay didn't let COVID stop her. She's been working. Everyone's been doing something.
Yeah.
I've been doing my show from pretty much sitting inside of a closet. I threw a chair in a tight studio so the light would have effect. I got to hear the motorcycles riding by my house, and that was it. You do the best you can.
Yeah, that's right. That's all we can do.
Yeah.
That's right. That's all we can do.
You got
the best we can.
Well, you're hearing it. That's right. The mics here. We got to do like the Rod Stewart thing. I don't know if you ever seen him on stage where he grabs the mic by the neck and he grabs it in and he sings all these songs. And pretty much he doesn't have the whole tripod. He rips out the bar with the mic and he moves around with this like a fishing pole.
Yeah, I've seen Bruce do that too.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. If you see me walking around, because we are on camera, at least for Facebook, and you'll see us on YouTube. And if you see me getting up like I'm a rock star, see the silver bracelets and the...
you are a rock star.
I'm a rock star, yeah. Well, that's not what the other person told me when I was walking down the block, but that's another story. You have other songs in mind for today?
Yeah, I do.
Rock out, babe.
I was just trying to see if anyone had,
I'll look.
Nope, I don't think anyone's asked anything.
That's okay.
That's good. See, I really wanted to ask other people questions.
Ask a question, and if someone's on your page watching you, or on the Skies Crescent radio page that Jay could see, they'll ask.
Well, we were sorry.
The Lancer.
Oh yeah, the Lancer. Yeah. Well, we were just talking earlier about being an artist and making money and surviving, paying rent. Oh my God. Talk about paying rent. Okay, that's another conversation. But yeah, I love to play free concerts because I like to just be able to invite everyone. They don't have to worry about. There
are a lot of struggling places that would love to have you for free.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Places also want to have me play for free. It's hard to find. So I apply for grants and stuff.
What kind of grant? From where?
Well, today I applied for this one called the City Core Artist Grant. It's a New York City grant, but I'm sure that there are other similar grants in other places. But I applied for that one because I live in New York City.
Okay.
And that gives there's a real big effort to bring live music and live performances and galleries and stuff for free to people. So that's perfect for me.
Is there a time frame where you can hope to hear from them?
Yes, I should hear from them by early September, maybe late August.
Oh, that's pretty close.
And hopefully Country City will play a show on September 25th.
We're hoping
that's
so.
What I proposed.
We're hoping so. In the meantime.
Oh, right. So
I've seen you tune. I've seen you pluck.
Yeah. Let's see.
Keep talking. That's okay. Keep on talking.
No. I'll do. Your cheating heart will make you weep. You cry and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole night through. Your cheating heart will tell on you when tears come down
That's Kat. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You can just imagine
I
the 3,
imagine
4, 5
a
part
full
harmonies
house
going on there.
of people holding up their lighters and their matches. Light Your Lighter, which was actually a song, Light Your Lighter. Toots and the Maytals did that one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So that was what it was. People in the audience holding up their lights. And actually, I'm sitting here and I'm watching myself in Jade's computer on camera. Now, Kat's very comfortable. She looks very natural. She could be sitting there for ever. That's that. She's waving to herself. See me? I don't really do this too often. I do radio. I could be doing this laying on the floor or while taking a shower. And you don't picture it, but I could do this from while doing my laundry, and it don't make a difference because you can't see me. So I'm now trying to figure out what to do with myself because there's nothing here. There's no desk where I can put my stuff.
I like the laying on the floor idea.
You could do that.
Some sort of like avant-garde.
You can do
show.
that. Listen, I saw Cyndi Lauper years ago singing a song on the floor. She was hitting these notes while rolling on the floor of the Beacon Theater. It was great. But yeah, that's just the thing. I'm trying to find. It's like, when you're at a party and you don't do it with your hands, so you get a drink and you hold a drink in your hand. But
a guitar is good for that too, by the way.
Well, give me the guitar. You can sing a cappella.
You got to get some drumsticks.
I need some drumsticks. I took a picture behind the
Solve the
drums
problem.
behind me because I've never sat behind drums before. I don't really do this. I don't look as good as a drummer as I do as a guitar player.
I don't know. I think you look pretty natural.
The instruments I play are the left-handed air cymbals. The stuff
Very
peg.
rare.
You didn't see me at one medicine show playing the stuff peg.
The stuffed peg?
You know that peg board where they put all the razor blades and those little pegs that come out of the
Oh, no, I don't.
I was playing that, the stuff peg, where you hang stuff from. I play the knuckles on the the dual
those
knuckles.
things, yeah.
I could do all these things. I just can't play the drums or the guitar. I just look like I can because, again, I'm wearing black. I have on silver and I have longish hair. So I fit the photo. Where are we now? Later on after here, we're going down again. Everybody, we're going to the Bean. The corner of 2nd Avenue and 3rd Street. We're in Manhattan.
Right.
The hell with our addresses. We don't care where the address is. Just go to the corner of 2nd and 3rd. And that's actually, it's not like like the regular type of a venue. It's just pretty much a coffee house. But at least you have room.
Yes.
Tomorrow, when we go to the Thompson Street Medicine Show, if you've never seen this is interesting. And this has become, because the band is really steadily 3 people. 2 or 3, two or 3 people. Everybody else rotates around them, but they're playing in a corner area, a fairly big area, well, decent sized area, but with a wall in front of them, so only the person singing in the mic can be seen fully. Everything else, picture a wall coming up to just a little past the midpoint of your chest. And for them to, when there's 8, like last time there was 8 people, and you got to see this dance they're doing, trying to move around each other with guitars. Guitars have arms. You got to really know, and you sort of know after a while who's standing around you.
Yeah.
Because you're just used to them. But every now and then they bring in somebody new, and it's interesting to watch. As they don't want to bump into anybody.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun, yes. And that goes on from 5 to 7 at 132 Thompson Street.
That's right.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah, we've been doing that for a few years. It's really one of like the coolest shows going on. I mean, it's a pharmacy. It's a real pharmacy,
Yes, it is.
drugstore. Gary Aloni is the pharmacist, and Mama J, Jolie Aloni, she runs the whole store. So,
Yes.
And then they just love music and art, and they say yes, we want music.
Now, a big
Sure.
crowd in there, if you're inside, a big crowd in that place would be, a full house would be like 20, 25 people tops.
Yeah.
Then you see how many people want to stand outside.
Yeah,
And
right.
we
And we put a speaker outside now, so people can easily.
We chain
hang
down
out.
Sheriff
That's right, you
Bob's
figured that out.
speaker. Yeah, to the we do, Jade. You're laughing. We do. Like the hole where you put like the lock on the gate. Gary took out a big piece of chain about 16 inches, and we wrap it around so no one can take it, because someone's going to rip the plug out and just run away with it. It's a Bose speaker. Everyone knows the name Bose. So. It's about the size of, it's a little bigger than the bag I have in there. It's a pretty decent size. It's a box. It's a
the
good
Bose
size.
S1.
Yeah.
It's really good.
If you're sitting at home, just picture getting like it would be like the size of a care package. It's a good sized box, like an
package.
Amazon box. You can get a lot of stuff in there. And that's the size of the speaker. So
That's the size of the speaker.
that's what we do.
Yeah.
And we get a lot of, you can get, interesting enough, you can get a lot of decent stories out of that. Last week, a couple of guys figured they would fix the sound in the speaker, to which it looked like they had a hammer going to work on it. And I saw a cat fly out from the stage area to fly out saying, "What's going on, guys?"
Yeah.
Fortunately, there was no sparks flying and everything
No,
worked out.
they knew what they were doing. It's just disconcerting when you see someone prying apart your equipment right in front of you.
Yes.
during the
So
show.
I was waiting for the hammer.
No, it's really. I mean, it's a whole team effort. You figured out how to chain the thing down. Larry was figuring out how to make the sound better. It's a whole team effort.
Larry was taking, because there was no
knob on
on the other thing. He was
know.
trying to figure out how to neatly get the other thing off.
I think he did it. I think he figured it out. It just looked a little.
It was just funny to watch. Anyway, that's some of our stories. Why don't you sit there and while you're in your phone, go onto Facebook and go to either Catherine Lewis's Facebook page or the Skies Crescent Radio page or the Upfront with Frank Rothstein Facebook page and ask a question, leave a comment. And if you'd like to try this yourself, and I don't know why you would not, write to us at skiescrescentradio@gmail.com.
That's SKYES.
That's right. You're learning how to, I got to stress that. That's right. Because for some reason, they stuck an E in there. And
I like alternative spellings.
alternative, listen, I create words all the time. I often do. I create words all the time. There's a go-to word in my family. Not even a go-to, but it's a word, an old word in my family that only 3 members of my family ever use, and that's jumjack.
What does that mean? And how do you spell it?
Jumjack. Jumjack. And pretty much it means playing your guitar without strings. You're a jumjack.
If you play your guitars without strings, you're a jumjack.
You're strumming away. You're really going out like you're doing a big thing, and you're really doing that. You're a jumjack. Yeah. So pouring some water on, throwing the hairdryer into a bathtub. Yeah, you're a jumjack.
Yeah, you're
so
definitely a
now
jumjack.
you got it. So anyway, and my mother is listening to this and probably laughing because only in my family do you get words like this. But there are plenty of words. People create words all the time. And I just usually stretch odd words out. Do you have any words you like to use that don't really exist?
There's this word from Philly, Jawn, Jawn. It came into the vocabulary in the past 10 years, I think. But it's like, it means thing. And it can be used in place of the word thing. Anytime you'd say thing, you could say John. And, like, that's my thing. That's my John. Or if you want to say, like, that's something I really like. That's my John. Or you could say, what's that John called? What's that thing called? You could just use it in place of the word thing.
We're in New York. If you're in like the New York, Jersey, Philadelphia area, we have some words. Brooklyn has some good words. I like using jeet.
What's that?
Jeet. It's dinner time, jeet.
Jeet?
Did you eat? It's contracted. Jeet.
Oh, Jeet?
Jeet.
Jeet? I like
Jade,
that.
you hungry? Jeet.
Yeah, we don't
Now
need
you
all
got
the
it.
syllables.
Now you got it. Okay, now it sounds right.
Jeet.
So that's some of the words. We have other words. Or everything sounds like a question.
Jeet that John?
Jeet that John? Yeah, jeet. Why? Jade's laughing. She's laughing at me off microphone, but she's really just laughing. Wipe that drool off. You're sitting there, you're laughing at me. What else is that guitar going to do? You have your name on there. You have your name on your guitar.
I do, yeah.
Does it light up? Sparkly.
Well, it's sparkly, so it lights up in the right light.
We got to get Gary and Larry to sit there and work on that and make it light up.
Yeah, I bet.
I see a light inside your guitar. What does
Yeah?
that do? Yes, a little
Oh,
red
the
light.
pickup, maybe?
Does that mean it's going to blow up?
I hope not. That means that it has electricity. It uses a battery. And so that means that the battery's on and it's being picked up by this sound system that Jade has rigged up here.
It works on a battery.
Yep, there's a battery in here
How do you charge
that powers the pickup. I have to replace the battery every once in a while.
it? Okay.
It's a regular old battery.
So what else you got in that song? What else are you going to play on that thing?
Well, okay, so today I was listening to some recordings that I made last year. Last year was actually incredibly productive in like a whole different way than I had predicted. I made recordings by myself, which I had never done really, like where I played bass, and I played drums last year on a few recordings too. Anyway, so this is one of the songs that I recorded, and what's really fun about recording by myself is that I get to make up crazy harmonies, or not so crazy harmonies, but harmonies that are in 3 parts. And so I did that for this song. However, I can only sing one of the parts at a time. So I will probably just, sing one part. I might switch to another one. I don't know. But this is a classic country song that everyone will probably recognize. And I don't know. It's like I love country songs. And then I play some songs that aren't country like country songs. And I play country songs like they're not country songs. So that's that.
That was Cat covering Dolly. It's a good song. I always like that song.
It's a great song.
Yes, it is. Covered by many.
True.
It's been around a lot. What year was that again when it came? It's a lot of years.
Oh, I cannot remember. Wait, what song? What year that song?
Jolene, yeah.
Let me look it up.
If it's Dolly Parton, it's probably the 70s. I guess. So if you're out there, who's looking at us on Cat's page? Vern Woodhead, Don Castagno. We see that's
Don. Don's going to be there tonight. Don is the sometimes drummer for Country City.
Yes, he is.
A great songwriter and singer also.
Well, we'll see him later, maybe.
1973.
Yeah. See, oh God, I'm getting old. I know this. I'm not supposed to know
that's
this.
Good. That's good.
No, it's not good. It means I'll be forgetting it soon. Well, what can I say? What else have we got going on with you? Well, you have a lot. You actually have a lot of things going on that just subtle and.
I have a lot of things going on. Well, I'm making.
You're making a record, you said?
I'm making a record. I'm making lots of. So I have the Sheriff Bob vinyl project, which is really, talk about obstacles. It's really difficult to make vinyl these days. Apparently, there's like one company in the whole world that makes part of it, and so there's a big backlog. Yeah. It's really, really difficult. It's really it's expensive, and it takes so long that you have no idea when the record's going to come out.
Unless you have your own equipment, it becomes very difficult. You're at the world's mercy in this area.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. How many songs on it?
Well, it's a project. It's a series of singles. So it's like the Sheriff Bob has one 7-inch, and that has 2 songs, one on each side. Captain Bob has a 7-inch, one on each side, and so do I, and so does Trip, and then hopefully we're going to add to it. But at this point, we'll be done with all the recording and all the mixing and stuff like that before the first one even comes out. So we might end up just releasing them digitally or something like that. We'll find out.
All right, you'll make it work.
Yeah, we'll make it work. But I got to see. So I went to the people's house who do the mastering for the records, and they also cut the mother. It's called the mother, and it's the record that they get from the digital file onto the vinyl, and then they send that one to the company who makes a stamper, and then they press the records from that. And so this is like the first part of the record, the actual record process. And so I got to look through a microscope at the record, and you can see the grooves, and you can see like the different parts of the groove and the way it moves, and you can see dust on the record. You can see all kinds of tiny little things. And it's really cool. There's like so much going on in there. There's so much information in that little groove, So that was really fun. I'd never seen that happen. And they showed me how they cut it, They showed me a little test cut.
That's pretty cool.
It was really cool.
You work at Sheriff Bob's studio. You have your own studio at your disposal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's working in the studio is one of my favorite things. Mixing is like I could just mix all day long and not do anything else.
I've said that to other people. I will understand everything you're doing, and I will catch on to what you're doing pretty well. I just hate doing it, tech stuff. I just don't have the patience to sit there all day and do it. It's, to me, let's get it done fast. I want to get it done.
Yeah.
I know I've done video work so many times. I know just what everyone's talking about. I know just where they have to go.
Well, that's important.
I know what the finished product should look like, and I can hear the imperfections and see the mistakes in editing. I just cannot stand sitting there.
Well, that's okay.
So good. Listen, if you can do it, that's great. I'll be hiring you. That's great.
I love mixing. I'm producing Marilyn Larkin's first single. Marilyn Larkin is really cool. I hope that she comes on the show sometime. And she can tell her whole story, but she just started singing and playing and writing songs. She's in her 60s, and she wrote this song called Just Do It, and it's motivational and upbeat and uplifting and all kinds of good things. So we've been recording that over at Sheriff's Studio, and bringing a song to life, a brand new song. So that's exciting.
That's good. That's cool.
Yeah.
Developing a new talent. That's great.
Mm-hmm. That's great. Yeah. Yeah, and it's a good story, like people need to see that there's hope and there are good things still going on in the world.
There's something, somewhere to go, something to do, yeah.
Yeah.
Straight, you can reach out for something. You have a favorite song?
Yes, but you asked me this last time, and I think I butchered it. But I can do it again.
Besides the one you like to play the most. No, you're going to play it. Do you have... When you turn on music and you have a go-to, you have your favorite artist, you have your favorite this and that. Do you have a favorite song?
A favorite song?
Yeah.
Yeah. I told you last time.
Which one was it?
It's called To Be With You by Mr. Big.
That's right. I forgot. My fault. I forgot to be.
Okay, but that's my favorite song, at least right now. But my favorite band is The Band. I listen to them all the time. I love the band. And I also love Neil Young. Can listen to Neil Young just about any day.
Well, I've always appreciated Neil Young. He's not high up on my list of the people I normally go to because of just the way it worked out. But he does own my favorite line in all of music, which is the beginning of Harvest Moon, when he says, "Come a little bit closer, hear what I have to say." And I could just take that anywhere in life when you see people who just listen to what I'm saying. Come a little bit closer, hear what I have to say. That one line can go with anybody, anywhere. When they're trying to get something done or prove something, or they know something that maybe needs to be explained. And then I just love that line. I love the song.
Yeah.
Harvest Moon is a phenomenal song. But I love that line.
Yeah. I heard someone play that song the other day, and it was the strangest version I've ever heard of that song. I couldn't even identify the song until about halfway through the first verse, but it was so interesting. It was like going to another planet and then finding the song on the other planet. It was really great.
And so really the song is just, if you've never heard it, it's pretty much explaining to someone how he feels about them. It's a love song. But that one opening line could be for anything, anywhere. At least to me anyway. That's how I think about it.
Maybe we should read the lyrics. Come a little bit closer. Hear what I have to say.
Yeah.
Do you know how it goes?
Yeah.
Just like children sleeping, we could dream this night away.
Yeah.
But there's a full moon rising. Let's go dancing in the light. We know where the music's playing. Let's go out and feel the night. Because I'm still in love with you. I want to see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you on this harvest moon. Yeah. When we were strangers, I watched you from afar. When we were lovers, I loved you with all my heart. But now it's getting late and the moon is climbing high. I want to celebrate, see it shining in your eye. Because I'm still in love with you, I want to see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you on this harvest moon. Because I'm still in love with you, I want to see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you on this harvest moon.
It's a beautiful song. It really is. But that opening line for me is perfect. It doesn't get better, at least for me, than that line. Even though there are other songs that are higher up on my list that I listen to all the time, that song, it's one of my favorite love songs. And I do listen to it also often. What else you got in your list that you enjoy?
That I enjoy playing?
Yeah.
Well,
you enjoy playing when you put your headphones on, you want to be left alone, you're listening to music. What do you got?
Oh, well, I also listen to, so I tend to do things where I become obsessed with one song and I'll listen to it on repeat for like a day,
I've done
week,
that, yeah.
months.
Yeah, I've done that. One
of those songs, To Be With You is one of those songs. Another one of those songs is 13 by Big Star. Amazing. But let's see, I also, when I was in school, I listened to Ray LaMontagne all the time when I was in the library. That was my library music. Also, like, sounds of nature, birds, stuff like that. Arrhythmic.
No, I don't do that.
No? You never do that?
Birds of no. I got something
great.
chirping on my fire escape every morning. I don't have to worry about that. So.
I have baby pigeons in my little courtyard. Okay, wait. Have you ever seen a baby pigeon? This isn't a joke.
Not a sparrow, a little baby pigeon, probably not, no.
Right? It's like they don't exist. Have you ever seen a baby pigeon? No, me neither. I've heard them though. I have them in my little courtyard and I tried so hard. I stood up on all the things that I could stand on to look down but I couldn't see any babies. But then when I was walking home from Little Island the other day, there were these women having lunch and next to them was a bird in one of those like cat carrying backpacks that have the clear plastic, and it was a pigeon. And I was like, whoa, what's going on here? You guys have a pet pigeon? And she said that the baby pigeon was abandoned on her porch or her balcony. And so she adopted it and she's been raising it, and it sits on her shoulder and it flies around her house.
She made a friend, yeah.
And she showed me the picture of the baby pigeon when she had found it. And it was really beautiful. It was like orange and kind of purple and it had all these different colors on it. So if you ever see a baby pigeon, I don't know, appreciate it, because it's not very often that you get to see one.
I see the little sparrows around the city when I'm sitting outside at a coffee place, just sitting there. You see people eating. They hop on the tables like they're asking for food.
Yeah.
They want a bite
Yeah.
of something they share. And they're looking around the floor hoping for something, but usually they come on to the food. And even no matter what I'm having, I make sure I leave a few crumbs, real crumbs. Just so when they come over, we talk it over, me and the bird. Thankfully, it's not really answering me, and I give it a few crumbs. If you hear of me losing a conversation to a bird, you may be taking over the show, as I'll be somewhere.
One of the things that I did during COVID, actually, I got really sick after getting the first shot of the vaccine. So I was like in bed for a month, and during that time, I watched a live stream of a baby eagle growing up. And it was one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. Going from, the time it was born, I mean, they have the live cam going all the time, but I happened to tune in right after it was born or something like that. And then it grew up, and after about 12 weeks, it learned how to fly, and it flew out of the nest. But the whole process of it growing up, they grow really quickly. And so every day you see the change, and it's exciting. And they learn really quickly, and the parents teach them how to do things, and they have all these weird things that they do with the nest, and they move things around, and they keep the food buried under the nest and can access it and eat it for weeks later. It's just like amazing seeing this baby bald eagle grow up and fly,
That would be interesting, yeah.
It was really beautiful.
Sure.
They're so big, and they're very social animals, and they're kind of playful with each other, and
I live on the top floor. I don't get any of this.
Yeah.
I don't have a courtyard. I just get heat. It's just heat.
I have a tree outside of my house now since I moved outside of my apartment, and there are blue jays who hang out there, and mourning doves.
Oh, you're waking up early.
The blue jays are so loud. They squawk, and they're really.
You're
like,
waking up very early, yeah.
That's what they sound like.
Then again, when I first moved to where I'm living now, I grew up in Brooklyn by the L. If you don't know what an L is, it's the elevated train, not the subway underground. You hear that big da-dun, da-dun, da-dun all the time. Mm-hmm. And I was used to it. I'm used to fire trucks and ambulance. I'm used to noise. But anyway, I moved to where I'm living now, and all I heard was garbage trucks, fire trucks all over me. I couldn't go to bed for nothing. I couldn't do it. I couldn't sleep for anything. Then suddenly I acclimated. I got used to it. Now I don't hear them anymore. Even when they're passing, I just don't hear them. Matter of fact, Jade, you've heard me use them on my show. They're my prop. Something's going on. They're my prop. Everything is involved. The world is my prop, and if it's there, I am going to use it. And if I can find the use of the garbage basket in front of me, I'll make fun of that too. It's mine. We have some time left. Do you have anything else?
Attitude. Yeah. I'll play this song since we mentioned Bruce Springsteen. This is a song. So sometimes I like to write songs by pretending that I'm another person and imagining what song they would write. And this is a song that I wrote one day when I wanted to be Bruce Springsteen. And I'm not saying that this is anything like any of his songs. This is just, that was the process.
So you identify as Bruce Springsteen?
Well, I did when I wrote this song.
Okay.
I put a headband like around
Got
that
it.
way. You
had the leather vest?
That was
The
kind of
denim
more
vest?
like a little Stevie thing, right?
Okay.
But it was like the concept, the Bruce Springsteen concept. When I grew up, it was like Glory Days was a big song.
Glory Days was pretty big. 10th Avenue Freeze Out. He became a big #1 commercial thing when he did Dancing in the Dark.
Oh, yeah. My favorite Bruce recording is Born in the USA. Mm-hmm. The drums on that, oh my God. Sounds so good.
I also enjoyed I'm on Fire.
Oh, yeah.
What seems like a simple song, which I'm sure I could not do it, is really, to me, enjoyable. But whichever one you like.
Well, wait, let's I used to do that one. Hey, little girl, is your dad at home? Did it go? I'll leave you all alone. I got a bad desire. Ooh, I'm on fire. Tell me now, baby, is she good to you? Can you do things that I won't do? I could take you high.
played a song for me. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you. That's okay. That's okay. I've only had a song played for me twice. That was one of them.
Oh.
The other one came on a YouTube feed. A woman named Ariana Savalas, who plays with Postmodern Jukebox primarily. She was taking requests, and I suggested "Come to My Window" from Melissa Etheridge.
Oh, great song.
It is, but she's not used to playing it. She knows the song. She always heard it. So she has her boyfriend scrolling. He had to look up the chords and everything, and now he has it. And she's okay. We got it. And she starts singing, starts mumbling. The very first thing. She says, "Oh, okay, I know what to do now." And she says, "All you have to do is scroll so she can keep up." Well, at some point in the song, like maybe one verse in, there's a glitch. They're lost. And she's doing it, and all of a sudden she says, "Oh, fuck it, I don't need to read these chords." And she starts belting out this song, hitting every note that even he was looking at her doing this. Wasn't surprised, wasn't expecting her to be able to do it that way, which was really a fantastic thing. So, well, we have time for, I think, one more? What time is it? I don't even know what time it is. I'm losing track of my time. We have 5, 6, 7. I'm borrowing a minute, Jade. Charge me, bill me, take it out of my account. How are you? You have another song?
They say the clothes make it the man. So you walk away your pants. So tight, your boots so strong. The shiny badge will make you strong. So you get ready for a fight. In your jacket black as night. In your boots so big and tall. Mister, get ready for a fall. Officer, put me all at ease. The horses where you keep your peace. Hold it in your lawful hand. And then you tell me you're the man. So you get ready for a fight. In your jacket black as night. In your boots so big and tall. Mister, get ready for a fall. Officer, put me off and tight. On a cold December night. Doing me wrong, it feels so right. Under a cold electric light. Please let me take another bite. Just one kiss and say goodnight. In your boots so big and strong. Mister, get ready for a fall. Mister, get ready for a fall. In your jacket black as night.
It's been Catherine Lewis. Kat,
Thank you.
you're the champ. You got the all-time
Yeah.
list of being on this show.
Thank you. Thank you. That was a song by the Slackers, gotta say.
Cool. Everybody, you have been up front with Frank Rothstein on Sky's Crescent Radio, broadcasting live at a Funkadelic studio in New York City. Sitting with me today, once again, and I'm looking forward to many more, Catherine Lewis.
Thank you, Frank.
You will find her as the mayor of Country City when her band is out. Tomorrow she'll be the deputy over at the Thompson Street Medicine Show at 132 Thompson Street from 5 to 7. Yes. Again, tune in to find out what Jade's up to with her band, The Trainwalkers. They're making moves around town. They got a show. Jade, click in for a second. What's your upcoming show? She's September 12th at Arlene's Grocery on Stanton Street. Yeah, you'll find her there. I was watching the videos of her last show last week. They had a lot of people going on. What, you have 9 people, 10 people on the stage? Everybody was doing their thing. So the Trainwalkers are out and about at a station near you. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. Kat, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me,
We'll
Frank.
have
Thank
you
Jade.
again. We will have you again for sure.
so.
Everybody, I will see you next. Oh, and actually, not in 3 weeks. Jade is going off on an adventure. She'll be walking in other stations and other trains. She'll be gone. I will be off for 3 weeks. For 2 weeks, I'll see you in 3. So that way I'll think of something to talk to you about, and maybe something interesting will happen in the world besides the usual. But just let's recap the news before I go. Everybody wants Cuomo out. Trump thinks he's getting in. The Olympics are over. The Mets gave up the lead, and that gave me agita. Okay, everybody. Thanks all for tuning in. I will see you soon. Have a good night.
Jock.
Don't be a jump jock. That's right. And don't forget, it's getting time for dinner. Jeet, go get something. There you go. See you later on. Good night.